Hey guys, I am Katie from Mystic Creek Farm. Welcome back to the channel. You can see that we have had tons of snow. It took us 2 days to shovel out from all of this. We have well over 8 inches and it is actually pretty warm out right now. It's windy. The wind is making it cold, but it's actually pretty warm. So today is Friday, December 2nd, and it is time to start getting things ready to open up our stone coop market. Christmas at the farm is what we're calling it. And so we have to check and make sure all the trees were priced. Owen put them out for me this morning before he went to work. And so I just have to go through, make sure everything has price tags on it. And we have to put up the ropes going across the driveway so that people aren't driving through here and wandering too far where we don't want them. We have to get the lights turned on everywhere, and we have to do some shoveling too. This light here is awesome. It's an LED light that is Bluetooth run, so I can turn that on and off from my phone. And I have that on a timer, so that turns on automatically. But I need to get these ones out here turned on. We could wait until it gets darker to turn those on, but my fear is that if I'm busy with customers or something, I'll forget to get them turned on, and then it gets so dark so quickly. So I just turn those on when I'm getting everything up and running, and then that way I don't forget, or it doesn't get too late before it gets turned on. Now that all the lights are on, I'm gonna start the campfire. We might have a little issue because it has lots of snow in it. So I'm gonna have to get some of the snow out so that I can get a fire started. So I have this little fire starter here. These work really well. I just bought them on Amazon, and it's like compressed cardboard or something. And they stay lit for like 5 minutes. And it seems to work really well in getting this going. And then we have some dry campfire wood that we sell to campgrounds, split, that I'll use to get it really going. This probably is not very wise to not have all the snow out of here, but I don't want to get ash everywhere. People don't want that on their shoes when they're walking around. Bring it home. So I'm just gonna go like that. See if I can get the bigger wood started. The kindling started, I guess. Now I have to get the rope and run it across the driveway so people don't go walk down, because believe it or not, it does happen. Let me just tie it right to, it's got a loop on the end. Let me just tie it right to the wood post here. Tonight, if it's slower, my goal is to get these boughs picked up. Those are for wreath making. And Beck and Lily were making wreaths, and it kind of got scattered and crazy and spread out everywhere. So if it's slow tonight, my goal is to get that picked up, because tomorrow's supposed to be bitter cold. So all this snow that's really wet right now is gonna freeze solid. And so we won't be able to get them out if I don't do it tonight. And then the next one that we're doing runs right here from the parking area to over here, so people don't drive up this part of the driveway. We have to keep this open so that the snowplow can come through, because he just goes and does a loop. But we also want to keep it so that if people are coming over to look at the nativity and stuff, there's no cars here. And we don't want kids, to be out here and a car to come up. So we're doing these ropes here, and I just put little like parking area signs on them, and that seems to be working so far. And I have one, I already put it across the driveway right over there so that people don't go up to the house. This one I put garland on so it kind of match the fences, and it is very heavy with the snow. We have lots of these caution, electric fence, barbed wire fence, don't feed or pet the animals. I think I have 10 of them along this stretch. You can see they're essentially by every post going down, because we are not a petting zoo, and in the state of Wisconsin, petting zoos require inspections by a Department of Agriculture, or DACAP, and there are all sorts of rules and all of that kind of stuff, and I don't have the mental capacity to do that, and I also don't have the staff, because it's just me, to man a petting zoo. So their animals are just for look only, and not for petting or feeding. So I am down here at the roadside stand. Owen refilled the trees for me before he left for work today, and I am pricing everything. And we are having a bit of a struggle with the trees. They're selling like crazy. We can't keep it stocked, which is kind of funny, because we are open down at the stone coop. So I was expecting the stone coop to be busier and down here to be less busy. But the issue that we're having is that about 70% of the price tags have not been put in our box. They have all been taken home. So I'm not quite sure what is going on with that. So we are out of tags. We usually like reuse them as we refill and then just mark what's been sold. So I remade the tags, and I went from more of the pretty looking natural ones like that to the bright red ones for the second batch, because I really am not sure what's going on. So I need to take that into consideration for next year, because part of my pricing is that I get to reuse these year after year. This year I had to make new ones because the prices did go up drastically for us. But if we're not getting the tags back, it might be better off for me to have a tag that just goes home with the customer. So that is something to consider for next year. We got busy, so I wasn't able to finish everything that I was finishing, but we got the music going. We got the snow shoveled around the truck, so it's a little, there's not a big bank there. We got the fire going. I moved that so it was easier to access from the baler. And we got inside going. We got the heater going in there, so it's nice and warm. And I am going to keep shoveling for a little bit. So you can see we have this tree here, but then there's a great big pile of dirt right there. And so we put another light up tree, a colored one, on top of that. And then we have two down by the roadside stand, and then one right there. So that is what we do to open up at the stone coop every day. We do it Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And that is quite a task. I need to get started earlier next time so that I'm not scrambling to do stuff when customers come. I was kind of thinking there'd be a lull right around when we opened, that I'd have another hour to get stuff done. And it turns out we had people right away. That is it for today's video. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and we'll see you next time.